Working today, let me tell you. Oh man, like it never ending. If you're rich, you got no problems. But adjusted the clutch back up. Engine's puking oil still, so what we did was get around the backside here. Just took the breather, added some hose here, took it all the way up top. Shifted up a gear, kind of take it easier on the motor. Didn't puke as much oil, probably got up to around, the hottest we had it pegged that at 240 last night. We didn't check the oil, we were low on oil, so I think we were just turning it too hard again. Still got good compression and all that, so the only thing left, just change the plugs in it, and clean the wing up and all that. We did a tire change. Put a little bit more stagger in the car, a little bit narrower tire. Went ahead and sniped it. Kind of built a little bit more heat in that tire. Went ahead and ground them all. Went ahead and ground that one too. Try to get as much bite as we can on this thing today. It's drying out, which is nice. Last practice was good. Just the features, it glazed up, and again, no forward bite. So same old thing. The East Bay Haze. There we are today with the wing all mounted up. It's crazy how the wing affects the car. It just tickled me when I went into the corner and it leaned to the left and it just hooked everything up. It tickled me. It was a great feeling. All right, guys. Day one of East Bay Raceway Park, the finale for the mini sprints. So far, so good. The adjustments that we made, this car's never drove the way it has just right now. Severely happy with the adjustments. I know there's always room for improvement, but very happy with the car. Whatever we did for adjustments, squaring everything up, ghetto squaring it, it worked really well. So we're just waiting now for the heat to come out. I'm kind of just checking over everything on the car, make sure everything's good, and we'll go out for the heat and see how we do. Well, this is how my night has ended here. Right when we start doing good, we made a really good adjustment to the car. We're gonna pass it. I'll show the GoPro video. Like usual, we haven't taken it away from us. So, got the wing too. So we'll see if we can pull it out and go from there.
Okay, full?
My end?
Yeah. Oh.
Did you loosen?
Move that off. It slips. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm. I'm good and tight over here. Trying to loosen it?
Yeah. You know what? I think we're gonna hold on. We're gonna have to hook the hook, right?
Alright, this is the morning of last day for the finale of Speed Weeks. Well, woke up, kind of think we got it to where we can run it. Just re-riveted all the exhaust. It's gonna need a new muffler, and I'm gonna have to chop it off there and put a new collector on. I've got a donor header I'm gonna use, but it's been beat on too much, and then that just kind of did it. So put some rivets in it. I gotta still secure the bottom there, clamps on there for the bar. We're not too far out. We pulled it out quite a bit. We're about in line with the bottom of the exhaust, so it's not as bad as it was last night, but it's definitely gonna need a new bar. Same thing with the tank. The tank's been shifted over more. So on the sides there. See what kind of angle we got coming out of the slug there. But it is what it is. We'll fix it and try to do it the best we can tonight and make something happen. Well, guys, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Good news is right now it looks like we're 11th or 10th in points out of 36 drivers for Speed Weeks. So I'm waiting for the final results. When I get the final results in, they're missing a couple, I think a heat race from on Valentine's Day. We'll get that in and I'll show the points and all that. So good, that was the good news. So basically 10th in points out of 36 cars for Speed Weeks. Happy with that. Motor's out of the car, tires are off of it, all my parts are gone. What happened? Chassis done, pretty much. So got a little banged around. Probably show in the video. Frame's twisted, this and that. I knew we had a little bit of issues when I originally got it, but it got progressively worse. So for safety reasons, it's time to retire this chassis. So as you see, the motor mounts and all that are all twisted up all the way around. Okay. We'll go to the back here. This car's been fixed before, not by me. On the main frames, I did the tank mounts. That's what I fixed. A-pillar is bent in. That's bent out. Look at the top of the cage here compared to the front. It's bowed down on the left side. Right side's higher. Okay. Left rear, frame's buckled in. All my sockets and everything are bent. Same thing on this side. Frame is pushed in. And then I've got more cracking on my torsion tubes. And just a couple other spots that were starting to crack and stuff like that. So the thing of safety, we're done with this chassis. It's going to go to the scrapper, or someone could take it and make a go-kart out of it or whatever. So this chassis is done. What led me to this is I got a bunch of bars bashed up and stuff. I'll probably show later in the video from racing. We ended our night early. That one night we got involved in some incident and bashed up the bar and the exhaust and all that on it. So got back, removed everything on it, and we started removing. We noticed slugs were being bent and this and that, and then we really started getting into it. We're like, no, this thing's unsafe. So this chassis is going to be bye-bye.
Been talking to a manufacturer, Hyper Racing. Gonna be getting a brand new Hyper Racing chassis. Top of the line. We're gonna do it right. Top of the line, build it up. So my thought process is I ran 10th out of 36 cars for Speed Weeks my first year on a piece of junk chassis. If I can do that with a piece of junk chassis, imagine what I can do with a good chassis. But that's how she sits. That's where she sits right now. Motors aside, all drained out, methanol injectors and all that are pulled off. But I'll do an update on this later on. Got a couple other things going on, but that's going to end our Speed Weeks for right now.